I'm so tired of just like existing in these spaces where everybody has to tiptoe around each other's emotions and everybody has to be worried about saying a wrong thing or whatnot. Yo, they don't care. If you don't like them, kick rocks. What's up, boy? Welcome back to Cancel Thoughts. It's your boy, Better Days. Here. Very recently, Andrew Schulz and the Shxtsngigs guys did a podcast that's getting a lot of backlash, and I want to be showing you guys a few clips from that little podcast, as well as I'm going to be showing you guys Andrew Schulz's reaction to the Shxtsngigs guys apologizing or whatever. So hit like, hit subscribe, and let's get right into it.
I'm here for it, bro.
I'm here for the multicultural.
Really?
Yeah,
Black
man.
girlfriend effect.
Yeah.
You're
into that.
Yeah, she came in.
What's the black girlfriend? They just come in and start fighting?
Nah, bro. You guys don't know about the black girlfriend effect. She just...
Wait, what is the black girlfriend effect? This is
you don't know about
just glow up the other culture.
Yeah, so you'll see a guy who's had a black girlfriend, all of a sudden he's got buzz cut, like clean shape up.
Glows up, bro.
I like that.
I like that. They shave their hair because they start losing it. Because they're so stressed being around this black girl complaining about shit all the fucking time. That's why they gotta shave their hair.
Nah, bro. White guys with black girlfriends,
they grow a beard because there's more cushion when they get slapped the fuck out of them. That's hilarious. I think the black girlfriend.
That is the joke that's getting everybody all riled up on the internet, which to me is just seemingly innocuous. This is a funny joke. A lot of you people on the internet right now complaining about how your guys didn't protect black women or whatever. First off, it's not their job to protect black women. That's number one. But number two,
I need you to grow the hell up.
there are so many of you guys on the internet right now who are just fragile and looking for something to trigger you. It was a joke and it was funny and they laughed or whatever. Things like this happen on a regular basis. Now, I want to show you guys the Andrew Schulz's like reaction to these guys apologizing.
Any listeners here that are upset at us, we just want to let you know that you're going to stay upset. Okay? What we're not going to do is sit here with our tucked between our legs apologizing on the podcast for jokes. Okay? Matter of fact, we have a new apology video that we should definitely watch. The Schxtsngigs gentlemen came on the podcast.
I love them.
Before he shows you guys this video, this is one of the reasons why I love Andrew Schulz and I love a lot of comedians, because they literally have to do this for their job and they understand that you're not going to be able to please everybody all of the time. Say what you say and just stand in exactly what you say. If you're not really like apologetic about something or whatever, don't apologize for something you don't mean, because it comes off as just being inauthentic and people can smell it a mile away.
I feel bad they're going through this.
Yeah, but I do want to take it seriously because they are serious guys. And I want it. I'll stop fucking laughing, dude. They're defending their community. They came on the podcast. They got a lot of flack for laughing at a joke, and I would just want to hear their apology. These are serious fucking guys, and this is a serious apology. Al.
You're an asshole.
Al. No, can you take it seriously?
All right, sure.
Listen, I understand why he's laughing, because the fact of the matter is that these guys really went out and made an apology video apologizing to their fans or whatever for a joke that's obviously funny. It's like, what world are we living in when people have become so fragile that they can't take a joke like that and it's a whole thing?
Okay, Shifty?
I haven't seen this.
Yeah, that's crazy, Shifty. That's crazy.
Shifty.
Come on, Shifty.
Shifty's fucking racist.
I want everybody to just take this serious, and I want us to try to have a serious moment. Mm-hmm. It's a serious podcast, and I want to just listen to their heartfelt apology.
Guys,
Right,
before we get into today's episode, quick PSA, quick acknowledgement. So, if you know, you know. If you don't, that's fine. But
These two dudes look so uncomfortable. You know when you get caught doing something that you weren't supposed to be doing by your mom or something when you were younger? These two dudes look exactly like that. This shit is funny.
we just wanted to address something that's happening at the minute. This past weekend, there's been a couple of clips going around from when we did a session on the Flagrant podcast while we were on our US tour. And there were a few jokes made that were incredibly inappropriate. One specifically pertaining to black women. And in the clip, Andrew was making a joke. I'm not even going to get into specifics. Frankly, like racist joke.
Yeah.
And we were like,
Yo, this man did not just. Okay, these two are clearly disingenuous when they're making this fake apology or whatever. It's clear to me right now that they just are making this apology because they feel like they need to, which is a whole nother thing. And if you're one of the people who is upset about this and who is their fans or whatever, who are really, really upset about this, even though I have a hard time believing that many people are that upset about this, you need to obviously understand that these guys don't mean a word that they're saying right now. And they're just saying this because they think that you think that they were doing some inappropriate stuff or whatever. That's number one. Number two, comedy is something that a lot of people, and I think over the years, a lot of people have just like grown like very, very wary of this, because comedy is something that is not for everybody. If you can't handle jokes being made about you, or you can't handle jokes being made about other people or whatever, and you feel like every single person has to be protected or whatever, comedy is just not for you, okay? Andrew Schulz is a comedian. He was on a podcast, which is his Flagrant podcast, which they say a bunch of flagrant it's literally in the name. They say a bunch of flagrant things. One, did these shits and gigs guys know where they were going? Because it's like, it seems like they're just in a different world here. It doesn't make sense. Like, do you know where you're going before you attend it? Or do you just like show up places and just talk? If you're going to the Flagrant podcast, aren't you supposed to be doing some sort of research as to exactly what kinds of jokes are being said on there? That's number two. But number three, Andrew Schulz is not racist. Like, if for anybody to even try to accuse Andrew Schulz of being racist or making a racist joke or whatever, come on, man. Like, can we grow up?
Laughing at it. And to give, there's first of all, before we get into like specifics or anything like that, obviously there's just literally no excuse.
Pause.
There is no excuse.
Agreed.
Pause.
There's no excuse.
There's no fucking excuse. Ow. Can you pause this? Pause. No excuse for that. I just want to take in the beginning of it. There's no excuse for jokes. There is never an excuse for making jokes.
But can we try?
I'm not going to ever make an excuse for being a comedian. There is never an excuse for making jokes. Yeah. Okay? That is a real statement said by a man.
Yo, this is why I love Andrew Schulz. The only Andrew Schulz, in my opinion, and maybe like a handful of other comedians, can make light of such a situation in a way that makes it so funny. And it's just like so ridiculous when you think about it. A literal man made an apology video for making a joke, and he didn't even make the joke. He just laughed at the joke.
You two are grown-ass men.
Yo, social media is destroying the world, G. Like, the amount of fragility that I see on the internet over these seemingly innocuous things, and Matt Rife got in some hot water like I think a year ago about something very similar. It's like, yo, y'all need to grow up or stay off the internet, one or the other, but y'all need to stop doing this nonsense.
I want that to be clear. There is never an excuse for making jokes with the boys. Go on. Let's take it serious. Look at how sad he is over on the left.
Real thing. Like, it is, yeah. Fight or flight is a real thing, and
he is.
so
Do you see how we should go back? We should go back because he's going through it right now. Look how he practiced this. I'm gonna pick my skin on my finger.
Guys.
No. I need you to watch it. Look,
I was saying this already. That just looks so disingenuous. You just look like you're trying to be sad about something that you weren't really sad about. A lot of you motherfuckers are just fake creators on the internet, yo.
Bite his bottom lip like, oh fuck, man.
There is no excuse.
Agreed.
And fight or flight is a real thing. Like, it is, yeah. Fight or flight is a real thing, and it's so not easy to say, but when you're in the situations, you look at it through a lens of like, bro, if it was me, I promise you I'll stand up, I'll kick them cameras down, I'll smack homeboy in the face, I would say this, I'll do that. But when you're in there, you're in shock.
You're in shock, and all you want to do is move on.
Yeah, move on is the
You're in shock when you're in there, but you guys were clearly laughing at the joke because it was a joke. Is anybody buying this bullshit? If you guys are in shock and in fight or flight, wouldn't you guys be either in fight or flight mode? Wouldn't you guys be either trying to stop it immediately or getting up and leaving? You're definitely not sitting there and laughing at the joke.
I've been there. I know what that's like. When you're just having fun and laughing with the boys, and you're like, I just can't wait to move on from this. Don't you know that feeling when you experience the fight or flight and then you just laugh? Does that happen to you guys when your body is just being torn with the primal urge to either fight or flight, and instead you just go, ha ha ha?
It's exactly what I was just saying. And I haven't pre-watched this guy, so I don't necessarily know everything that Andrew Schulz is going to be saying. Yeah, I just know that Andrew Schulz is a funny guy, and he's pretty logical, and he's smarter than a lot of people like to give him credit for.
Do you guys ever have that feeling?
I feel like you're making an excuse for jokes.
I'm not. I would never.
That sounds like what you're doing.
Hey, I would never excuse taking two things that have nothing to do with one another and then bring them together to make your friends laugh. I would never excuse that, Mark.
What if it has a good setup and a misdirection at the end?
You're enticing me. You're doing that thing where you're kind of tricking me with your brain. You're using your brain to trick me into agreeing with something I do not want to agree with.
I'm just asking.
Please continue.
Fucking word, bro. All you want to do is fucking move on. Just move on to the next thing. Just move on to the next thing.
move on.
And like we had to say a few times, bro, just move on.
Just move
Just
on.
move
Yeah.
on.
So many different topics. We were like, move on.
Yeah.
It's not even like about pity laughs or anything, but we just wanted to
Get out of that situation.
Get out of there.
That's not what it looks like. People are so fake on the internet, and the internet has just created this inauthentic space where people can just pretend to be something that they're not. These guys are such liars right now that if anybody in their audience is buying this bullshit, I question your intelligence. I'm sorry. Like, there is no way that you could watch the early joke that Andrew Schulz made that they laughed at and think that they felt uncomfortable in that situation. I'm sorry.
It's impossible.
No.
keep the ball rolling, and we thought it was going to be more of like a bros chat,
Yeah,
but
just
it
like
ended in something that's
I thought it was going to be that too. I thought it was going to be one of those bros chats where you just say everything that's polite and proper. I did think, what do you guys do when you hang out with the boys?
We play games.
What kind of games do you play?
What we're grateful for.
Yo,
I will sometimes just say 10 things we're grateful for.
I hate that you guys have created an energy on this podcast where instead of just saying what we're grateful for and appreciating the community that we build, we try to make each other laugh with inappropriate jokes. I hate that kind of boys hang.
Yeah, we should change it.
I want to change that. Can we start right now?
Let's make it a Shabbat dinner.
Yeah, let's make it a Shabbat dinner. Okay? What is that?
Yo, I've been hanging out with a lot of comedians recently, and comedians are so funny, and I love hanging out with comedians because they don't take anything too seriously, and they understand that everything can be made fun of. Everybody can get these jokes, and for a lot of people, listen, comedy is just not for you. If you guys think that anything was wrong with any of the jokes that were made in that prior clip, obviously you guys are too fragile.
The vibes we need.
Just a vibe.
Yes.
Talk about our weeks. Be grateful.
Yes.
Turn down everything else in the world.
You see why
We'll talk
everyone
of
hates them? Do you see why? Because that's their idea of fun. Their idea of fun is sitting around, eating food that didn't taste good, and then telling everybody what they're grateful for. I'm going to try to do that, though.
Yeah.
That's what we should do.
There we go.
Can we make an agreement right now?
Turn it into
No more inappropriate jokes.
I like that.
Especially from you and even you.
I like that.
Yeah.
You never say anything inappropriate.
I don't. I'm the most appropriate.
You are. Thank God. One of us.
Yeah, I have to be.
Please
Keep
continue.
you guys in line.
Been something that's like really, really hurt people that look to us for support and look to us to feel protected. And protected is the main thing that I wanted to discuss, is that it is our duty to protect you guys.
Pause.
Yo.
I feel
One of the things that just crossed my mind is the idea that these guys are doing more harm to their brand or whatever by actually putting out an apology video like this. Because for the people who actually are their core fan base who love them, they're going to probably love you guys no matter what. For you guys to be coming out and making this nonsense apology right now, it just goes to show that, one, you guys are not comfortable in your own skin yet as creators, which everybody has their own journey or whatever, and some people get to it earlier than whatever. But the other thing is that you guys can now be bent
and broken.
And you guys can be kind of influenced by the outside forces of what you guys perceive other people to think of you. And that is, to me, detrimental to you guys' brand, because there's just a contingent on the internet in particular that just gets off on straight up trying to cancel creators and trying to just like get you guys to destroy yourselves in the process, because a lot of people are just jealous of you guys' success, and for them to be able to kind of like just bring you guys down a notch, that's all they're looking for. And by you guys putting out this little fake apology video who everybody can tell that it's completely disingenuous, all you guys are doing is giving those people power over you to kind of dictate the way you guys move. And to me, it's just kind of sad to watch.
feel like we've failed
Yo.
I feel like we failed, Akash.
Yo.
The past, how many years have we been doing this?
6, 7.
The past 7 years, where I've been saying that your people fuck mud.
Yeah.
And you have been saying that my people fuck sheep.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we've protected either of our people.
You know what? You're right. You're right. And it's our duty to protect people.
Scottish people, I just want to say that I apologize to all of you for letting this mudfucker say we fuck sheep.
Scottish people, I apologize that you're all so ugly that you have to fuck sheep. I apologize for that.
It's our duty to protect people.
Wait, so whenever we see a video of an Indian guy fucking mud, what is that?
We haven't seen one.
Oh, really?
We've seen a guy.
The world really needs more of people like this that don't give a fuck, yo. Like, I'm so tired of just like existing in these spaces where everybody has to tiptoe around each other's emotions and everybody has to be worried about saying a wrong thing or whatnot. Yo, they don't care. If you don't like them, kick rocks.
Fucking a girl in mud. They fuck mud.
Oh, nah.
Wait a minute.
The other videos, they were going down on the mud.
Y'all be doing foreplay. Y'all be warming up the mud. It's wet already. Stop making jokes. Hey, I'm trying to have fun with the boys, Al. You're trying to have fun with the boys.
I'm thankful for you guys, bro.
Yeah. Can you just say 2 things you're grateful for? Because what you
black women. One better be black women. Better be black women. Say black. Hey, if you don't say black women, it's a problem, Al.
I'm thankful that you guys.
Don't say I'm thankful that I'm not married to a black woman. Don't you dare say that. God damn! I'm saying what not to say.
She's from Spain.
Yeah. I gotta protect my woman now.
Okay, keep going.
Another thing that I love about their entire podcast is all of these people are from different walks of life. Obviously, you guys see a black guy here, you guys see an Indian guy here, you guys see a couple of white dudes here, and all of them are making jokes about each other. And I guess this is something that's just unique to comedians or whatever, but every single person can get these jokes. And that's the way that you have inclusivity. It's not by having everybody wrap themselves in bubble wrap and trying to just make sure that nobody says anything that anybody's upset about.
Keep going.
Sorry, Indians, by the way.
Yeah.
So I apologize.
No, I apologize. I should have protected you.
I apologize.
Because you're not capable of protecting yourself. That's the thing. I don't think that you're capable of protecting yourself, so it's my job to protect you. I got to infantilize you, and I apologize.
Yeah, and say Indians don't fuck mud.
I don't think that we have it in us to overcome jokes, so I apologize. I should protect you.
You guys have never fucked mud, and you've never smelled.
Well, I feel like you added that.
That's true.
And I'm going to protect us.
That is true.
How are you going to protect them?
When we come here.
I think they don't smell ever. I don't think they've ever smelled. I wouldn't even make a caveat. And your food is sanitary. That's the thing I believe. And
You're not sanitary. What are you talking about?
I'm saying,
piss in the sink.
I'm grateful that their food is sanitary. I'm just saying.
This guy bites his feet. What are you talking about?
Why are you disagreeing with me?
I do bite my feet. I just want to say that is not a Scottish thing, and I don't want you to put that on my community. That is a just me thing.
Okay.
Now, as far as the sanitary,
you're eating your own body. That's kind of a Haitian thing.
Mark, can we take this seriously? This is an apology. They're fighting for their careers.
Désolé.
They're fighting for their lives
Lo
here.
siento, Haitians. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And
I want to say this as well to anybody who's trying to become a creator, and I'm still new to all of this, so take my advice with a grain of salt or whatever. You are never, ever going to say things that every single person who's in the comment section is going to agree with. If you're going out there and you're just trying to please everybody, you're going to fail, and you're going to shoot yourself in the foot before you even get off the ground. That's number one. Number two, if you guys are appealing to an audience of people who are known to be like fragile, whatever, and I don't necessarily know the composition of the audience of this Shxtsngigs podcast or whatever, but I would imagine it's a lot of emotional people. If you guys are going after those types of audiences, you just need to know that that's essentially what you're going to have to do is people please all the time. If you guys are okay with that, cool, do you or whatever. But I would imagine that these conversations are more uncomfortable for you guys to have, and these videos are more uncomfortable for you guys to put out than anything else. So just keep that in mind if you guys are trying to appeal to these audiences that are just comprised of people who are very, very emotional.
it is definitely not cool to be in that situation. And again, not be the ones to stand up and kick the cameras down. And we fucked it on that occasion.
We did.
It's not going to happen again. And it's about being human. It's about realizing that you don't know what you're prepared for. You don't know how to prepare for something
you don't know
that you don't know what's
yeah.
going to happen.
Yeah.
And once it's happened one time, you're like,
Pause.
fuck, all right.
You know what's mad funny about this? Is that they had shit that they asked to take out the episode. You know what they didn't ask to take out?
Your racist slander.
All the more credence that it lends to the fact that they do not care about that joke. All of this apology nonsense is just people pleasing and audience pleasing. You guys are captured by your audience so much that you guys are putting out a fake video apologizing for something that you never had a problem with in the first place. The only reason you guys are putting out this video is because you guys are scared and afraid of the backlash and you don't want people to not support you. So you're like, oh, we're sorry, guys. Like, if you really had the chance to take stuff out, which is, I believe how all of these podcasts work, is that the people get together, especially in the editing process or whatever, and they go, we kind of don't like that. We don't like that. Could you guys take that out? And obviously whoever is editing the podcast takes it out. If you guys did not even like bring that up at all, and you guys are now coming out afterwards and going, oh, we didn't feel comfortable at the time, you would have taken it out in the editing process before you even released the video. Bro, this is so fake.
Why is your nose twitching?
They had shit. Their producer, whatever, was like, hey, we really think that's inappropriate. We like to take that out. That's very uncomfortable. Their fight and flight instinct really kicked in after the power down. But with that joke about the black women, nothing really seemed, the fight or flight wasn't really there afterwards.
Your delivery was too good. I think
Maybe they were seduced by the delivery.
Yeah.
I like them. I feel bad they're going through this, but you don't got to protect anybody. That's what I would say.
I
to
like
y'all
them too.
Personally, to y'all publicly, you don't got to protect. Your people are equal. What are you talking about?
Okay, let's listen to the end of the apology.
You learn from your mistakes, and
that's true.
That's literally
learn
from your mistakes.
Yeah, we
man.
fucked it, and we're sorry.
You
And
definitely do apologize.
it's, for me, like, it's one of them ones where you don't realize that, like, for one, when you're part of a community, you don't realize that you can hurt your own community,
especially
when you're not. Yeah, when unintentionally,
for real.
And
yeah.
also on top of that,
true.
it was so crazy that, like, the narrative that's been spun about how we feel about our community.
Ooh.
The irony of the fact that whilst the whole reason we're in that country was to just show how much we love our community and show how much we love our supporters and how much time we spent at the shows and just like getting to know people and just like understanding our community better and just like making friends and making bonds and showing love, and they're showing love. And this whole 6-week trip was just about showing how much we love our community and how much our community show out for us. And then to have that exact same trip be the reason that we're having to have this conversation now. But at the end of the day, mistakes make you a better person.
Mistakes do make you a better person.
You're not born a perfect person. And yeah, we don't condone. We don't appease that behavior. We don't.
All right. We get it.
All right, I'm going to stop it there, too. The amount of bullshit wafting through these two dudes, and it's really just the one. And I want you guys to pay attention to the fact that one dude was primarily the one doing all the talking, and the other one was just kind of co-signing it, which just goes to show that they do... They don't give a fuck. They're just trying to say something and move past this situation as soon as possible. And a lot of y'all, man, what the internet has done is it's given everybody a microphone, and it's given everybody the ability to kind of just like articulate what they feel or whatever. And the fact of the matter is, a lot of y'all don't need to have a microphone. A lot of you guys are so emotional and just like so like infants in just like your worldview that y'all should just not be on the internet. If something like that is so upsetting to you and it's so triggering to you, you are a child emotionally, and I am afraid for what it says about where your life is as a whole, because nothing should be upsetting you that much on the internet. That's number one. Number two, I think Andrew Schulz is gonna, and I don't necessarily want to continue, and I want to end it right there. I think Andrew Schulz is gonna give them a little bit of advice here, but if I can also give any advice to anybody, I'm gonna reiterate this because it's important. I'm somebody who I say a lot of things on this channel, actually, not just some things, but I say a lot of things on this channel that a lot of people disagree with, and I get a lot of hate in the comments. Do you think I give a fuck about the hate that I get in the comments? And do you think I'm ever going to apologize for something, especially if I meant it?
Absolutely fucking not.
And a lot of people need to, especially if you're getting into this content creation stuff, people are going to come for you in the comments endlessly. If you do not have the stomach to handle it, this ain't the platform for you. This is not the profession for you. You need to just stop now. If you're gonna lose friends, people are gonna think that you're a bad person, all of that. If you can't handle that, just completely stop. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this whole situation. Did you guys find the joke as upsetting as other people or not? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, I want to thank you guys for joining me on this video. You guys could have been anywhere else in the world, but you chose to be here with me, and I really do appreciate you. If you liked what you heard today, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you didn't like what you heard, thanks for watching the whole video. Consider leaving a comment in the comment section and telling me exactly what you disagreed with. Either way, thanks for joining me on this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.